Time. It's that time, guys. Time for your favorite time of the meeting. That's right. Research. All right. We'll start in just a second once everyone's paying attention. Thank you. All right, guys. As usual, if any of you are interested in presenting and earning some epic prizes, make sure to sign up. Presentations.ridsec.club. I'll reach out to you. We can find a time that works. Same with blogging. A bunch of blog posts were actually just posted by Oleg and Tanush, so check them out. They're on CVEs and some other things, so I'd recommend checking out the blog. Now, some announcements. Please sign in if you haven't already, and join the Discord. I'm sure you've all done all of these things. Check the calendar, calendar.ridsec.club. Join the mailing list if you haven't, and of course, follow our social medias. And obviously, please clap it up for the sponsors. Thank you. If you did a call this summer, make sure to fill this form out so we can get some info on it for our sponsors. Also, there will be a mentorship social event today from 4 to 5 p.m. Ask Adam if you have any questions. There will also be blue team workshops on those dates listed in preparation for IRSEC upcoming. Now, onto some cybersecurity news. I'm going to be talking about Red Hat with a recent GitLab breach, and also Microsoft auto pushing some 365 apps just because I thought that was stupid and made me a little angry. So to get into it, Red Hat had a recent GitLab breach by this group called the Crimson Collective, which sounds kind of cringe. They announced it on Telegram. I have some pictures from their Telegram. And essentially, they stole 570-ish gigabytes of data from 28,000 private repos. So that included stuff like, private keys, private information, things that gave them access to things they weren't supposed to have. Apparently, like 800-ish customers were affected. And another thing that they got access to was a bunch of CERs, which are customer engagement reports. So that's like penetration info, testing, like info on that stuff. So definitely not something that they want getting out there in the public. Red Hat said it wasn't a major issue or anything, though from the Telegram you can see from the Crimson Collective, they were going on about all the info that they got and how they're gonna put it out there. They also talked about how they reached out to Red Hat saying they found this info, and Red Hat kind of just responded with a generic email to them. So they ended up leaking all that information. Yeah, Red Hat said that they started remediation immediately after it was announced. And the attackers, they said they contacted with an extortion demand, but they only got a generic thing. And there were a lot of victims affected, like IBM. I think the U.S. Navy or something also was affected. So a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of data leaked. Additionally, Microsoft is now saying they will auto push 365 companion apps. This isn't super cybersecurity, but this just makes me angry that Microsoft will be pushing out all these random apps to Windows 11, whether you want them or not. So, this is another reason why you should switch over to Linux or something else that's more fun. Apparently, the rollout will begin in October, so soon, ending December 25. This includes apps like the People one, File Search, and Calendar. I don't know. I've never even heard of any of these before. I don't know what any of that is. There's some basic stuff they're going to be enabled on startup. You can change that, whatever. But it's still kind of annoying that Windows is just pushing this stuff to whether you want it or not. There's some of my sources, and without further ado, getting into the research, we have Ben. I don't think your last name is Sipple, is it? Is it? I thought it was Tipple for some reason. Okay, I guess that's fine. Ben Sipple on his a threat sys analysis tool, and James Gill with Blue Bubbles.